I cried when I watched this movie. I cried, man. I didn't expect that. I thought this movie, I remember it being not as good as the first one, but I was wrong. It's actually better. it's I think my problem was knowing that Ego was his dad in this movie, rather than in the comics. I think he was like like a Kree or something like that, something else, not Ego. And I was just kind of off put by the whole thing. But watching it again, there's so much feeling in this film. And all of these characters, there's such a sense of family and friendship amongst them. Hiroko looking for his father this whole time, and he finally finds him just to realize that he's an asshole, a big time egotistical asshole. You get more of Peter Quill and Gamora. I just like their relationship. It reminds me a lot of Tony Stark and Pepper Potts, really. Actually, very much so, almost unimaginatively so, where Peter Quill kind of plays like this shoot from the hip renegade, but very good kind of character. And you got Gamora, who's basically the straight one. She's the straight man. She's the one that gets things done, but she also kicks a lot of ass too. Yeah, their relationship with Drax and Groot is super good. It's like he's like his little buddy, you know. You got the relationship with Drax and Mantis. That's really funny too. It's not meant to be romantic. It's meant to be platonic, but there's something about their chemistry. They feel like immediate close friends. Rocket and Peter is really good. Rocket keeps trying to push Peter away. I pushing everybody away, being a complete dickhead about it. Yondu and Rocket, that's super good. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. Coming to that realization that they're both assholes, but they're both also just kind of afraid to really reveal themselves and how they truly feel. You got Nebula and Gamora. You got this sisterhood that's just been torn apart by Thanos. Nebula just wants a sister. Gamora just basically being indirectly responsible for Nebula's being just torn apart by Thanos the whole time. Every time she wins, Thanos would take apart a piece of her and rebuild her into something better. Best line in the movie: "He may be your father, but he's not your daddy." Yondu is Peter Quill's dad. Those moments really got me teared up, man. It's just there's something genuine about all of their relationships together. On top of that, the movie is beautiful, it's charming, it's a lot of fun. Again, it's like another roller coaster ride. And most importantly, it's an actual continuation of these characters. I think that's what the MCU misses. I think this is why James Gunn is so good, is he's not only very good at telling a story and engaging you in characters, he's consistent. You can see everything, you can feel everything, you can see connections from the first movie, and you can even see references going on through the third movie. It's something I don't feel a lot of MCU directors are able to do. When I first saw this movie, I felt like it was anticlimactic too, just seeing Peter Quill fight against his father. But seeing it a second time, being a little bit older, it's not about that. It's not about some necessarily some big epic journey. Even though you still kind of get that, it's more about family. It's more about Peter Quill finally realizing, you don't know what you got till it's gone, man. Like you had your dad the whole time. Yondu, I love this the sequence where they show Yondu and Peter just doing all these fun things together as Peter grows up. It's a strong message. You don't need to be blood in order to be family. That's humongous. So much so, I was really sad to see Yondu die in this movie. Even though I knew he was gonna die in it, I was still really sad about it. Uh, Michael Rooker's character, uh, Michael Rooker's fantastic, right? Seeing him in this movie, it's a crime that he's dead. He's such a cool guy, especially when he's whistling around that arrow, man. He's such a cool, snazzy. He's the coolest dude in this whole movie, and he dies, man. Like it's good. It's tragic. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all, right? Like in a way, it makes sense that he has to die. It's heavy. And that's another thing James Gunn does well. Heavy. He makes it heavy. He makes his loss the biggest loss, bigger than I've seen some of the other Marvel movies do. Really, I wasn't even as upset when Spider-Man died. And in Infinity War, where he turns into dust and Tony Stark's all sad. I wasn't even as upset about that as I was about Yondu dying in this movie. It's a fun, epic tale. A lot of cool cameos in here. You got Michelle Yeoh. You got Sylvester Stallone. I know I'm missing others, but yeah, definitely. If you haven't and you watch through my spoilers, you should watch it. And for all of you who have, let me know what you think. Drax, he's still my favorite character because I love Dave Bautista. Bradley Cooper still fantastic as Rocket Raccoon. I swear, this man steals the show so often, and he's a CG raccoon. Baby Groot's adorable, selling all kind of toys. It's super cute. It's funny that Vin Diesel still plays Baby Groot. But really, everybody here is really cool. There's not one person I feel drops the ball. There's nothing really wrong with the script at all. Kurt Russell is Ego. He's fantastic. He's a great villain in that he's an egotistical asshole the whole way through. Kurt Russell's also got that charm. It makes sense that he's Peter Quill's like biological father. It actually makes sense. Let me know what you think of this, and have a good day.